Welcome to the Kourting Happiness podcast. This is a space where self-care becomes part of your day. A space where you learn evidence-based strategies to help your life, share it with those you love, and cultivate well-being at work. I'm your host, Dr. Kortni Alston. I'm a former news director, television reporter turned happiness scholar, TEDx speaker, and transformational trainer. I also understand hardships. While working my dream job in television, I lived a nightmare suddenly becoming a young widow after 86 days of marriage. I became committed to learning more about resilience, healing, and happiness. This is how I discovered my area of research, which is positive psychology. Now I'm living my calling of training individuals and organizations on happiness. And my new chapter begins with being happily engaged. The Kourting and Kourting Happiness is about a true courtship. I like to say commitment with happiness. The K in Kourting stands for the vulnerability of sharing my story, inspirational interviews with phenomenal people, the infusion of positive psychology, and so much more. You'll learn how to commit to your well-being one episode at a time. I hope you subscribe and share. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Welcome to episode 100. I'm Dr. Kortni Alston. I am so happy that you're here. This is a special episode because it's our 100th episode. I still can't even believe it. I even love saying it. I've noticed ever since leading up to this moment, I've been saying 100 episodes. We have up our 100 episode is coming soon. So I want to spend it thanking you. I am so grateful for all of your support. The 100 episodes, these 100 episodes, I should say, really speaks to you, your support, and all that you've done in terms of really sharing the podcast, listening to the podcast, and just simply you being you. And I really value and appreciate everyone that listens and tells me about how the podcast has helped them, or how it served as a companion for them, or how it's really served them. And I gotta say, it's been wonderful to see how it's been growing, because the growing means for me is meeting all of you, meeting the people, meeting our community, meeting everyone, right? In terms of that has been part of the community, right? And we are a group, we're a collective, and we're individuals, we're people in regards to the fact of really valuing happiness, valuing workplace well-being, and valuing making sure that we're focusing in on our well-being, and also how we lead in terms of well-being, really making sure we're focusing on well-being leadership and what that looks like. And we're growing in so many parts of the world. We're growing here in the United States, Singapore, India, and the UK. And I want to show how grateful I am. I want to show how grateful I am to you, for you, all things about you. I am so grateful for you. So I have released the Finding Happiness After Loss course in Udemy. So you can find the Finding Happiness After Loss course in Udemy. And of course, this is what you'll learn. Students will learn how positive psychology can really help them in terms of their well-being, but also as it relates to resilient grieving. We also will gain an understanding of the science of gratitude and how it will help with your well-being. You get a deeper understanding of forgiveness, and it will also strengthen your understanding of creating positive relationships, something that we talk about very often on the podcast. It will also give you some best practices on self-compassion, and you'll learn how to develop that well-being strategy to really serve you after loss. You know, loss can be such a journey, and it could be a journey in terms of not knowing where to go. Well, my hope is that the Finding Happiness After Loss course, fueled by positive psychology, can help steer you in a direction that will really serve you. So does this sound familiar? Like you're overwhelmed by grief and you're not sure where to start. You're searching for resources that create more meaning. You're an optimist, but you're feeling exhausted from loss. And you're a listener to Kourting Happiness podcast. And of course, you may want more. And maybe you're not feeling seen in terms of what's going on as it relates to grieving, but yet you're desiring a super self-care squad and community to cheer you on. Maybe it's the fact that you're thinking about increasing your well-being, maybe focusing in on your purpose, finding out how meaningful work can be essential to you. You might be desiring learning more about resilience and leveraging your strengths. And you also may have a curiosity about being able to learn more about different publications in regards to positive psychology. Does that sound like you? Well, if it does, certainly go to the Kourting Happiness episode page that you will find all the information that you need. So I'm releasing the course for free with a promo code, and you'll find the link on the episode page of the podcast. And that is drkortnialston.com/podcast/episode 100. On the page, you'll find information to enroll in Udemy in terms of the course. Now, we'll say this, it will only be free for a limited time. And I should say really in terms of a limited time and also a limited number of people. And so the first 100 will be able to get this course for free. The first 100. So don't delay, enroll today to get Finding Happiness After Loss course for free. So make sure you go to drkortnialston.com/podcast/episode 100 and to be one of the first 100 to get this course for free. This course, I will tell you, is a result of what I needed, what I wanted, but didn't have when I was suffering from loss. At 25 years old, I became a widow. At 42 years old, my beloved mother lost her battle with cancer. And that was back in 2016, so a few years ago. And I remember searching for information like content and books, especially when I was a widow early on in my life. And this course is inspired by all the things that I've learned, along with my area research in positive psychology. So again, to celebrate Kourting Happiness, 100 episodes, I like to say that, I hope this course can help you through the grieving process. Again, you can learn more by visiting drkortnialston.com/podcast/episode 100. I want to thank you so much for 100 episodes, and I'm looking forward to 100 more. Remember, your well-being is your most important job, and I'm always here to help. Thank you for listening. Let's continue this conversation online. Email us at podcast@drkortnialston.com. That's podcast@drkortnialston.com. Join us on Instagram at Kourting Happiness. Don't forget, that's courting with a K. Also, I hope you join our private Facebook community. You can find us at Kourting Happiness Podcast Community. Our private Facebook group is a safe haven to share, meet more people looking to build positive relationships, focus on well-being, and create a happier life. Now, are you ready to spread happiness? We hope you subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, coworkers, and all the important people in your world. We release a new episode every Thursday. Congratulations on your continued commitment to your Kourting Happiness journey. Thank you so much for listening. We want you to be well, be happier, and be kinder to yourself. We can't wait to see you next week.